This is a quick demonstration on how easy it is to create interactive presentations in BrightAuthor. We'll go New Presentation, we'll choose the HD 1020 box. VGA is our output, that's our resolution, we're going landscape. We're going to create new presentation. For these purposes we're going to choose full screen and we go to interactive. Now on a very simple presentation, you simply drag in, and these are only JPEGs, nothing more than simple JPEGs. Now the tricky part is to make them into touchscreens. We use this icon over here, which is a touchscreen icon, and we want this picture, that button on this picture, to go to the next picture. So we simply drag that there and we assign this as a hotspot to go to the next picture. We do the same for the next one. And once again, these are just simply JPEGs on buttons. And we go to that one. And of course we need to return. So each one should be able to scroll both ways. And once we have done that one, and we'll do the last one. And as you can see, that button there goes to number 1, and this button there goes to a picture called number 12, but they're all just JPEGs. Once we've done that, that's the basis of our editing. Now we want to put it onto the box. We simply go publish. Yes, we'll save the changes. And we go local network, which means we can send it over Cat5. We could just as easily make it local storage and write it direct to the SD card. But in this case, we'll go to the local network. I've called the box Interactive Demo, and now we publish it over the network. And it downloads as quick as that, and there we have our presentation. And of course this is what we end up with, a interactive touchscreen that we've got our transitions on, and we can go backwards and forwards, and it responds quite quickly to the touches, you can see. And of course that's the simple one. Okay, so I'm going to create a slightly more complex presentation this time. All the same options as before. Full screen again, and interactive again. This time we're going to create these options from our menu. Now this JPEG here, let me drag a few more of these slides in and I'll tell you what we're doing. I'll just do 4 of the buttons. I've actually on this thing allowed for 16, but I'll just drag the first 4 in. Now again, this is just a standard JPEG. We use our touchscreen button and we drag from here to there. Now, the standard JPEG has 16 buttons on it. So we want to create 16 buttons. That is button number 1, and it calls up the first JPEG. Make button number 2, and it calls up the second JPEG. Button number 3 calls up the third JPEG, and button number 4 will call up the fourth picture. So that's our navigation from our menu, but at this point we would end up with just that picture coming on and nothing else happening. So we in fact need a return, and that's what we have. This JPEG here, each of these pictures has a back button in it, and we simply assign the back button as a hotspot, and that hotspot goes back to the main menu. We do that there, and we do, whoops, not that one. We do that one there. Now, That would give us, if we did that with 16 buttons, that would complete our presentation. But to further enhance it, we don't want the program to just stick on these buttons, so we add a clock into it. It specifies at the end of 10 seconds, or 20 or 30 or 40 or 50, it matters not, that it should go back to the main menu. So we'll add 10 seconds in again, and 10 seconds in again. And now that all remains to do is publish it. So we'll save it and publish it. That completes that interactive menu. This is the presentation being rewritten, and there we are. That's our other presentation, and these of course respond exactly as we would expect. Push the button and we get the appropriate buttons and the appropriate fish. It's as simple as that. And of course, just to prove things, in 30 seconds time that will go back to the main menu as we decided with the clock. So we have another 15 seconds to wait. As you can tell, the box is quite small, the screen is very reliable and fast, and being a 3mm toughened glass, it's tamper proof and quite vandal proof. You can hit the damn thing as long as you like, and of course we're back to the main screen with the timeout.